You're listening to WKUG 99 Public Radio. I'm Cornelius, Monroe. At the top of the hour, we'll have a shocking story about how sports betting apps are beginning to set odds for youth athletic events. Parents are upset. Says one, quote, "What, someone could just bet on if my Timmy is going to score a goal, and then I can tell him not to, and fix the game? Hang on, I have to go," end quote. More on that later. Next up, it's Supernatural Public Radio. But first, WKUG 99 is proud to be sponsored in part by FanSports BetBook. Sign up before the holidays and get $900 in free bonus bets. Betting restricted in your region, or due to your age because you're an adolescent athlete looking to fix your games? Try out our new cloaking feature to surpass regulations in your area and get an additional $4,000 in bonus bets. FanSports BetBook. Maybe you could be potentially rich, possibly. Gamble against us to find out and get $57,000 in bonus bets. Of course, also support from listeners like you. Thank you. It's time now for the witching hour, or the witching few minutes. Joining me now for SNPR is Salem Woods.
Hi there. Cornelius, are you a reader?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I have been reading on the toilet to reduce my phone time.
Oh, and does that work for you?
So far, all it's done is reduce my toilet time. I finish up faster. I miss my phone.
Okay. Well, reading has seen a boom and bust as of late, depending on whom you ask. As fads like book talk increase popularity in some genres, like fantasy and smutty fantasy, some parents have reported struggling to get their kids into reading at all. Others still demand local schools and libraries ban books they don't want their children to see. At the center of all this, I discovered one book that, believe it or not, wasn't mired in any controversy. Since I started at WKUG 99, I've met ghosts, I've toured haunted houses, I've even interviewed a dragon. But despite uncovering magic and mayhem that upends my worldview on a weekly basis, sometimes I have other obligations. Coworkers. I'm a local reporter, after all, and part of the team here at the station. A few weeks ago, I was asked to fill in for our county government reporter Hank Job, who, once again, contracted hand, foot, mouth, ear, nose, throat, and heart disease. That meant I had to cover a library council meeting. Don't worry, it gets scary.
Hello, my name is Francine. Thank you for coming to this meeting for the Public Library of Honest Hope. We are proud to run these meetings to ensure this library is the best possible resource for the people of our town, as well as for those who need access to shelter and education. It is truly a privilege to foster knowledge for those who wish to pursue it in a quiet, safe place. I now would like to open up the floor for comment.
Joel Williams. I just wanted to say, you heathens ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I found this truly astonishing book in the so-called children's section. It's called Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Oh, a lovely book.
Lovely? A book about all the different places you'll go? Like pee-pee and poo-poo? That is disgusting.
Oh, sir.
And don't say, oh, you're being gross by saying pee-pee and poo-poo. You're the one who has this book about wee-wee and caca for any kid to read.
Mr. Williams, have you read the book?
You think I would subject myself to something so prurient? Something that is so something so vile?
Okay, well, it's just a few pages. And it's about adventure and growth. If you read it...
No. I move to ban this book to the adult section, along with Good Night Moon. worst way to say goodnight to someone, showing them your rear end. Incredibly disgusting.
Okay, Mr. Williams. We will add that to the list of books on which to vote. How old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't have children.
Okay. Thank you. Next order of business. I am pleased to share we have implemented a new booking system for our frequently requested copy of the Necronomicon.
What?
Parents have been scrambling. We know it's popular with the kids. We're looking into getting another copy, but that doesn't seem to be on the table. So, we're going to use the same system we did for that half-man, half-dragon book all the young women were requesting. A virtual queue.
I promised it would get spooky. The mention of the Necronomicon obviously got my attention. I managed to speak to some of the people involved, and when you know it, Hank's horrible, contagious, and upsetting illness ended up finding us a great segment for SNPR. Feel better, buddy. We're all rooting for you. At first, I had questions about the Necronomicon, what it was, how it came to be so popular, and why. For that, I met with Gary, one of the librarians, who took me through the records.
Necronomicon, the, published in 3246 BCE by the Lord of all darkness and hatred, said to corrupt the reader and give them the powers of a warlock or necromancer mage. Let's see, just the one copy, original print, recently checked out. Waiting list is 80 people long, some slight scuffing, depiction of male genitalia on the front cover, a penis.
Yeah, I got that.
Likely added sometime in the last 1,000 years.
What section does it even go in?
Self-help.
So is there any way you can tell me who has the book now?
Private. Can't give out personal information like that.
Okay. Is there any ethical method you could use to help me find someone who's checked it out? Maybe a poster here, or...
You wore me down. Here, I'm printing a list of everyone who's ever had the book.
Okay.
You know, I really wanted to be a painter.
Yeah? What do you paint?
Houses.
Oh, like landscapes?
No, like walls.
Oh, murals?
No, like red or blue or beige.
So, inside people's homes, I think that's something you can still do.
Wow, thanks, man. Literally nobody, aside from my parents and my grandparents and my siblings and my friends, have ever believed in me before. I'll make you proud. Here's a list of people's private information.
Having motivated Gary and secured a list of compromising personal information, which has since been destroyed, I called around, informing people who I was and why I wanted to speak to them. Most told me to go to hell. Ironic, considering after having read the book, their kids probably knew the way. One mom, Heather, agreed to chat with me.
We checked out the book, a week or two ago. Wish we had gotten to renew it. My son, Harry, he was crazy about it.
How has it changed him?
Sebastian, come here a sec. Sweetie.
I thought your son's name was Harry. Oh my God!
What is it you require, Heather? One who ringed the master?
Sebastian is what I assume must be a ghoul. He's about 7 feet tall with gray skin, a bald head, giant yellow fangs, and beady red eyes. He smells like cheese, feet, and brimstone.
Harry, see, he summoned Sebastian from,
Hell.
Yeah.
From the depths of hell.
Depths, yeah. And now they play together. They read together.
Well, what do they read?
Scrawling.
Master Harry scrawls all over his quarters.
Ever since he checked it out, he's not only loved reading, but writing. He writes on everything in this deep red marker. Like, look at the coffee table.
Armageddon is nigh, and I am its herald.
He even spelled Armageddon right! And even Harold, like his name, instead of Harold. Bet an iPad kid could never. Just my Harry.
Did I do good?
Yes. Go play.
Can we get Burger King for dinner?
I'll think about it.
That means no.
So, you and other parents like this book because your kids have friends? For the friendship with all the ghouls they've summoned?
No. I see why you'd think that. No. Some kids summon demons, devils, fiends, imps. Oh, Joey, our neighbor, 4th grade, but he can't read like my Harry. Anyway, he raised the family hamster from the dead.
Wiener of master?
Sebastian, we compromised. I prefer one who weaned. Don't call me Wiener.
Okay. Harold just sprouted devil horns and wings, and he flew out the bedroom window into the yard.
Oh my god.
I know. My Harry plays outside all on his own. I gotta call my sister and rub it in.
The more parents I talked to, the more amazed I was. As children's classics had mud baselessly thrown at them, there was no debate around a book opening a portal to hell itself.
You know what's not scary? My 7th grade daughter's little imp friend, Elliot Gould. Okay? You know what is scary? 7th grade daughters.
I did a lot of research, even trying to contact who could have known about the initial publication, but every lead went cold. At one point, I went to the library and was lucky enough to briefly see the book itself. Hey, Gary?
Do I know you?
Yeah. I'm Salem.
I'm Gary?
You're still working here?
Yeah, I'm a librarian.
I thought you quit to paint houses.
You know, it has always been my dream to do that. But not like murals, like red or blue or
Beige. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, stranger. I appreciate you believing in me.
Okay, no problem. Wait. Before he left, I managed to get him to show me the Necronomicon, as, luckily, I was there at a brief window between it being checked out.
Here you go.
Whoa. The book is heavy. The cover is a flesh-colored leather, worn with splattered bits of dried blood. The title is in it looks like the Goosebumps font. The pages are yellow, and the book has a menacing aura. This is scary. People are getting this for their kids?
Mm-hmm. If you open it up inside...
Oh, yeah.
There's a depiction of male genitalia. A penis.
I know, Gary. Not long thereafter, another parent came by and checked it out, angry that I delayed her even a moment with my questions. My leads dried up. No one else who checked out the book wanted to chat on the record. About when I was ready to call it quits, I got an angry call.
So you got the book banned? Board is going to vote on it, and those stupid parents always win. This is the worst thing to happen to me since Sebastian discovered Caillou.
I'll admit, I was perplexed by people's acceptance of the book. But what their kids read wasn't my place to judge or police. I, of course, had no idea why the book being banned had come up, but I attended the meeting to discuss its removal.
Thank you. Please sit, everyone. We have gotten your phone calls, your emails. Some of your children have sent undead ravens with messages. The simple matter is the book isn't banned yet, okay? No decision has been made. This is your opportunity to discuss so. Please, one at a time.
This book reinvigorated my son's appreciation for the outdoors. Sure, he's eating bugs, birds, and the neighbor's hamsters, but that's just because my Harry has such a curious mind.
What am I supposed to do? Hang out with my kid?
Parking in this lot is a nightmare.
Thank you for all your thoughts. Let's focus on some opposing views now. Mr. Williams?
Oh, nothing from me. Just waiting for when we're going to ban the little engine that could. That could what? Go pee-pee and wee-wee all over the tracks? That's completely inappropriate.
We'll have to discuss that later. Anyone else? Yes, you, sir. Please state your name.
Yes, hello. I am the Lord of all darkness and hatred.
The architect.
The Lord of all darkness and hatred is about 6 feet tall, with gaunt features, a thin mustache, and, a frankly bitchin' red and black suit tailored to perfection.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the name of the author of the book.
Yes, I am he who penned the Necronomicon, and I am here to speak on it.
And?
It must be banned.
The architect?
This book, my book, was designed to corrupt one adult soul at a time. It was to fall into their hands who would learn power from hell, then use it to corrupt themselves, and ultimately the world. Instead, you've shared it amongst your sodding children. Now, each of your children are summoning imps and ghouls, my imps and ghouls, from the very depths of hell. Those little guys, okay, they're my servants. Who's going to press my suit? Who's going to clean, cook? Last night I had a lean cuisine for dinner for the first time since college, and nobody even mentions the dope dog I doodled in the front.
A penis.
Yes, Gary.
How do you know my name?
Oh my god.
So you want the book banned, so...
I've lost some of my best Q-tippers and bidet spitters these last few weeks. And do you know how much more corrupt and evil the world has actually become? A lot, actually, but not because of me.
Well, as the author of the book, I believe you should get some serious input. What would you have us do with it?
Lock it in a dusty old attic in a chest and seal it with 2 keys. Then give those 2 keys to 2 twins, separate them at birth, and raise one in pure comfort and one in pure squalor. See if the book finds one of them.
Okay, so the usual. Anything
Whoa,
else?
Hey, wait!
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? Our kids love the book.
Oh, I don't know, Brian. Maybe talk to your kids, Brian.
My name isn't Brian.
I'm sorry. Which one was Brian? Brian really got on my nerves.
I don't think there was a Brian.
Oh, shut up, Brian.
Okay, Mr. Lord of... Is there any kind of compromise we can make? This book has some real value to our community.
Compromise? Compromise? You mean like a fiendish contract?
Sure, if it'll better support the library.
A compromise was indeed struck, and shortly thereafter I attended an event to see the result of it.
And after separating the bloody heart from the chest of an innocent, insert it into the cauldron using gloves made from the skin of a cloven-footed animal. Ooh.
We can't see it over here.
Patience, everyone will get to see it. Ooh, well, look at you. Nice horns, by the way. Remember to sharpen them.
So yes, a few kids still have their horns and wings. It appears the answers to returning them to normal is in the Book of the Living, but that was unfortunately banned from the library a few years ago. Most of the ghouls and imps have returned to their torturous work, and twice a month, the Lord of all darkness and hatred hosts a reading at the library, corrupting our nation's youth the old-fashioned way, with literature. For WKUG 99, I'm Salem Woods, Supernatural Public Radio.
That was Salem Woods with SNPR. When we come back, our very own Hank Job gets to name a disease after himself. Then... Oh, what's this? Okay, I just got a message from Fansports Betbook. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, well, Henderson High's volleyball team lost, and donations were drying up. Me and some of the higher-ups here, we put a lot of our budget for the rest of the fiscal year into that bet. No, we were assured it was a slam dunk. That's gonna hurt financially and ethically. Yikes. I'm not sure how much longer we can afford to stay on the air, so we may have to... Supernatural Public Radio was a Peppermint Bottle production, created by Zach Phillips and Matt Demetrides. Episode 8 was written by Zach, starring Matt Demetrides as Salem Woods, Zach Phillips as Cornelius Monroe, the Lord of all darkness and hatred, and Parent 2, Prarie Yang as Francine, Mikey Fiocco as Joel Williams, Mark Hawkins as Gary, Andrea Rose Cardoni as Heather, and Bradley Myers as Sebastian, and Parent 1. Credits for sound effects can be found in the show notes. I just genuinely wanted to also say thank you for tuning in to our silly, stupid, spooky little show. We had a lot of fun making it. Thank you to everybody who worked with us on it as well and collaborated, made it super fun. We were super lucky to be able to goof off with people like this. So thank you, and have a very happy Halloween.
Let's see here. Necronomicon. No. Necronomicon.
That could what? Go pee-pee and wee-wee? I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my god.
Parents are upset. Says one, what? I could just myself?
You want me to just say penis a couple times?
Please say penis a couple times.
As long as I don't have to say necronomicon. Okay.